Welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here again on a lovely Tuesday. We are getting after it, my guys. We are getting after it. I am so happy to be here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy about things. You know, I'm happy about crypto. I'm happy about the revolution that we're a part of because nothing can stop it. Yay! Bitcoin is uncontrollable. It's going to take over the whole world. Bitcoin's inevitable. It's a beautiful thing that we're a part of. It's decentralized, not run by one centralized entity. So if you are hype about Bitcoin, if you are hype about the Daily Zest, please smash these likes, subscribe, share the stream out with friends because so many people need to know about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and everything going on in this world. I would like to shout out our lovely sponsor, Market Cipher. Use code missteencrypto or code Zesty at checkout for 20% off. And please drop your thoughts on Market Cipher. I know a lot of you guys have been using it. And again, I'm very excited about today. I'm very excited about life. We are going to get after it. I see Retro Mike, you dropped a $2 super chat already. You said network bits get wrecked. That's hilarious. I don't know why my thing isn't popping up. I'm gonna go investigate that a little bit really quick. I think my stuff is off today. I think Stream Elements is having some issues. But again, I'm very happy that you guys are here. We're gonna get after it. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, the news. Again, check out Market Cipher. And we do have a goal of 100 likes and 100 viewers. If we could get 100 likes and 100 live viewers, that would be absolutely amazing. So we're gonna again get after it today. I'm just gonna do a test really quick. All right. Well, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to hope this works later on. All right, we're going to get into the stream. We're not going to let this stop us. Thank you, everyone that's coming today. I really do appreciate it. We're going to make sure that we could just go off. Let me see if I can refresh this. All right. There we go. All right, so hopefully that works. We have in the chat, I know Andy was here early, so thank you for coming early, Andy. We also have Ozzy in the chat. Justin Eubanks was here early. I don't know if he's still here. Brian, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Ozzy's going off in the chat, so hi, Ozzy. Randy is here. All right, we have Rud Putz as well. Alexandra G, Sophisticated, nice to see you. Yo, Colin McKenzie, John Germain, Crypto Outcast, all the friends, and of course, Retro Mike that sent the amazing super chat. Thank you so much. We have Matthew in the chat. Kenny O, what's up, Kenny O? Nice to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Gary Gensler's here as well. Gary, you are causing issues, dude. Mad issues, Gary. Thank you for coming, though. I appreciate you. Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. Yes, it is, Kenny. Yes, it is, Kenny. Are you having a taco today? Let me know. Let me know. Also, we have, Gary Gensler, Stream Elements -1. Absolutely. Network Bits is here. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Network Bits. It's nice to see you. We have Bad Boy. Oh, my gosh. So many people. No G, Rick. Nice to see you. Clint Alexander. Nice to see you. You're present. Well, welcome, my friend. No G is also in the building. Nice to see you. No, he's always hyping up the chat. Thank you for coming. KG, thank you for coming. Dan as well. Yo, Joe Harvey is feeling spicy today, as you should. All right. Ooh. Wow, Retro Mike, you became a member for 1 month. You're a friend. Thank you so much for becoming a friend for another month. If you guys are members, you better be dropping these member emojis to celebrate. Retro Mike, we better be celebrating him right now. Drop those member emojis. Kenny O, you said burrito tacos today, needed after the Lakers kicked some butt. Yo, burrito tacos are amazing. I'm gonna have to say it. Jay, you're from Secaucus. Well, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Oh wow, you guys are dropping all of those emojis. We have Flat Smack in the chat. Jim is here too. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. All right. We're gonna get after it. I'm very sad that this alert box is not working today. But Stream Elements I think is having issues, so taking an L on Stream Elements today. Hopefully we're able to just go on, be together as one, and we will. Okay. I'm getting very philosophical today. We're going to get into the markets. There's so many things going on. Chad Stanford is here as well. Thank you for coming, Chad. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, and Mustafa's here. Hi. Thank you for coming. You guys are awesome. You guys are really cool. The hype in the chat is insane. Again, let's make sure we get those 100 likes. Let's make sure we get those 100 live viewers. We currently have 37 votes in the poll, but only 26 likes. So let's make sure we prop it up. Let's pump it up. Pump it up. Like, we need to pump up these markets. Like, sheesh. We have $27,337 Bitcoin, down 0.6%. We've been sideways trading, my friends. And this I felt like was going to happen. I kind of felt this in my bones that we could, if we didn't surpass 30K with complete confidence, that we could retrace a little bit. And guys, you can't be greedy. Can't be greedy. Over 70% on the upside in the new year. Got to be grateful for what we got here. Network Bits, you said Randy fix it so Retro Mike gets wrecked. Thank you for your $2 super chat. I wish I could fix it, man. I think it's out of my hands. It really is. It's out of my hands. I wish I could fix it, man, but it's just being a little bit of a poop for me. I don't know. I could try again to get the link and everything, but Network Bits. Oh, it worked. It's starting to work. Oh, I think you guys continuing to send love to the stream made it work. Matthew, thank you for becoming a friend. Guys, welcome Matthew to the Zesty fam. Guys, please smash these likes and also drop those member emojis for Matthew. Yay, Matthew, yay. Network Bits, it's gonna work. I think we broke it to the point where it's going to work. Like, where people are just sending too many chats and they just can't avoid it. They just can't avoid it. They have to display. All right, again, $27,342 Bitcoin right now. This is on the daily chart I'm showing you guys right now. Market Cipher is showing some red in the money flow, but it seems like we could be trending back up to the zero line here. Hopefully we could trend back up to the zero line. We kind of like had like this nice swing up the last time we went above into the green in terms of money flow. Hopefully we could do the same. I see that there's a wave forming here. Hopefully this is an anchor wave. We have a trigger wave after it, and this could cause a papoom in price, a little nice pump, a little nice explosion, because we need that. We need some hype, and we need some hype for Bitcoin price right now. And above all that, this VWAP, this yellow wave, where's my marker? Okay, my yellow wave is just popping up. Oh,
Randy, I want you to have my babies, but only if I can pay child support in Bitcoin.
I can't. Network Bits. Okay. Thank you for your $20 super chat. I don't know what to say to that one. I'm gonna cry. That's funny. All right. Whew. Oh my God. TradingView exposing me. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, we got like this. We got the VWAP. We have this yellow wave. Hopefully we could pop through confidently, because whenever the VWAP pops through confidently, like, we could go back and look back in time to right here, March 10th, where the VWAP, this yellow wave, popped confidently through from the below the zero line to above the zero line. And that day, when that occurred, you could see that that's when Bitcoin really made a nice move. Now, the VWAP was sliding under, and that kind of like, is making sense because we're having a little bit of a dip. We are sideways trading right now. Okay, you guys are so funny. I'm still laughing over Network Bets. Literally, the tears, like tears. We have some, again, sideways trading going on here. I really wish that, we could just pop off, go back to 30K. But I feel like, again, like, this is a little consolidation phase. And could Bitcoin literally go back up to 30K in like a day? Absolutely. We've seen a few $1,000 moves when it comes to Bitcoin. Bitcoin does what it wants when it wants. For example, you had this one day here where we had a candle open at around 22,214, and we skirted up to 24,223. That was basically a $2,000 move in one day. That's absolutely possible for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, again, does what it wants when it wants. You have to realize that we're in this range for a while, and it makes sense why Bitcoin is now back here trading there. We could extend our lines a little bit just to give us a little more clear picture. We were sideways trading between $26,993 Bitcoin and $28,397 Bitcoin, essentially from March 17th all the way until we popped through confidently on April 10th. Again, this was a long time, basically almost a month that we were sideways trading, and we popped up to 30K, but we couldn't hold it. It seems like even the volume was just not supporting us over at that level anyway. We fell below, we retraced a little bit, we're sideways trading here. Could this be another accumulation phase before a pop-off? Absolutely possible. Can it trend maybe a little bit lower? Absolutely it could. That's why you have to have a bullish and a bearish case scenario. But we saw something similar happen over here. A little similar, where we had a pump up, sideways trading for a while. We had like this little curvature type thing. We consolidated, we did more, and then that's when we had like a little bit of a slingshot moment where we just popped up. I mean, man, I think can we have the same thing where we had this curve, we consolidate, maybe we drop a little bit lower and then pop back up? Maybe that could be the case as well. Listen, we know Bitcoin is going to recover one way or another. We know Bitcoin's inevitable. We know it's not nap time anymore, guys. We know it's not nap time. People still think it's nap time. People are like, oh, I'm going to sleep on Bitcoin because it's still going to go to zero. No, Bitcoin's not going to zero. You're lame. This is a beautiful asset, the best performing asset, period. Look at your TradFi. TradFi is falling apart right now. Falling apart. The banks. First Republic. What is First Republic FRC? What's First Republic? Damn. FRC? What is it? First Republic Bank, guys. What's the ticker for that? I know it's like, oh, because I'm on, I think it is FRC. Yes. FRC taking hits, man. Like, you guys see this? Literally, like how I had this drawn out for you guys. It was like a lazy river. Nothing was going on. And then, bam, it was just absolute wreckage for First Republic Bank. And First Republic is still in trouble. This is the daily. It's like bleeding out. This is the TradFi system. Just bleh, bleh. And that's the highest volume it's seen like basically ever. First Republic Bank. It's actually ridiculous. So while TradFi is actually collapsing, you have Bitcoin still sitting here at 27K. Bitcoin is doing what it wants when it wants. It's not correlated to the mainstream. It's not correlated to the stock market. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you for the rose. Oh, Wake and Blake. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Oh, Red Panda Mining is in the chat. What's up? You said you guys are supposed to be modding my server. What is this? Red Panda, I'm sorry. Listen, man, we're just talking crypto. I'm happy to have you, man. Jimmy, nice to see you. Guys in the chat, if you could give me like a little bit of like your opinion. Guys, drop a number 1 if you feel like Bitcoin could break out of this range above $28,300, $28,400 in the next day or two, or maybe put a 2 if you think we could break below this range. So 1 if we're breaking up, 2 if we're dumping. Let me know your thoughts. Again, market Cipher could be forming an anchor wave, hopefully, and some trigger waves, and boom. And Kenny O feels like it's accumulation time. I mean, listen, it could be. This was a nice accumulation time, and it's like people feel that they missed out. People thought we weren't going to see below $30,000 Bitcoin again, Kenny O. You're correct. And people didn't buy here, and they're like, oh, I messed up. No. And then we pumped up. So again, guys, make sure you guys have a bullish and a bearish case scenario. Don't feel like you have to buy at a certain price because, again, the market's so unpredictable that it could get away from you at any point. I remember when Bitcoin was $7,000 and all of a sudden it was $10,000, then it was 15, then it was 20. And then all of a sudden when I had the chance to score 1 Bitcoin, I missed it. So I hope that you guys, again, are accumulating and doing what you guys need to do, whether it's buying, selling, living, whatever you guys need to do. Am I from Philly? No, I am not, my friend. And I'm seeing some 2s. You guys think we're going to see some, you guys are a little bearish over there on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. I see a few 2s as well. All right. That's interesting. I'm going to move on to Ethereum really quick. We got $1,817 Ethereum. We are actually down 1.37% today. The volume here isn't crazy. It's not. Guys, I don't understand. Where's the volume? What are people doing? Where are you? Where are you guys? As we're seeing red money flow, though, for Bitcoin, we're seeing a lot of green money flow for Ethereum. Thank you, Spencer, for subscribing. Appreciate you, fam. Look at us. It was like we took a little dip in the money flow, but we're still going up. The VWAP is building up. Hopefully we can cross and confidently above this 0 line and maybe have a reason to go up a little bit in price. But this is beautiful. Oh, Mustafa, thank you so much for your super chat. I love your emoji. It's cool just like you, fam. Thank you so much. Money flow, beautiful. Absolutely love the green money flow. Hopefully we could continue to go up, and hopefully this blue wave becomes an anchor wave. We have a little trigger wave, trigger, and then we go boom and have a nice time, and we could all party and, you know, do what we need to do in life. Now we have this kind of like curvature with Ethereum like we did with Bitcoin. The Ethereum chart looks a little bit different, except for the consolidation. I mean, there was a huge consolidation phase for Ethereum when we were between $1,453 Ethereum, $1,700 Ethereum. It was a long time. Basically, Friday, June 13th to Thursday, March 16th, we were in between that range. Then we were in between $1,700 Ethereum and $1,830 Ethereum for a while. Broke above it, and we've been trending above that range. Now we are starting to revisit it. $1,820 Ethereum about right now. Hopefully we don't break below, but I could picture us breaking below this range, maybe consolidating here, possibly dip below this here. But if we dip into this range, we might be stuck here for a while, just like how Bitcoin is kind of stuck here right now. But if Bitcoin makes a move, Ethereum would follow it. Ethereum has been a little bit more independent lately, but I wouldn't say it's that independent of Bitcoin, that if Bitcoin makes a huge move, Ethereum is going to go with it. What I find interesting, though, we're down 1% for Ethereum, but we're up. Everything else is red except for Litecoin. Litecoin is up 1.13% at $89.32 right now. People slept right here, nap emoji on Litecoin, and now we're continuing to go up. We have a $91 kind of resist that. So hopefully Litecoin again could just get back into this range and hopefully just swing up to like maybe above its $91 resistance, go to maybe 95, chill there, and make our way back to $100. It would be pleasant. It would be nice, but you know we gotta be patient with things. We do have green money flow, but not crazy amounts, but we have some green money flow on market. Cipher, VWAP looking to pop through the zero line, possibly. After those gains, we're down 20% on Floki. So again, volatility with these things, volatility with Floki. Just letting you guys know. What are you guys saying in the chat? I know Jimmy W, the cool kid, is here. Mars Solo said, yo, Randy, can you please ask your followers to report impersonators? Let's all work together to get rid of the impersonators. DM me on Twitter as well. Oh, yes, guys, please, if you see a fake missteencrypto account, I am begging you to report them. It's actually crazy what's going on with these imposters, and they're DMing people on every platform. It's not even just Twitter. So it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube even. There's fake imposters of me everywhere. Even on Reddit, I heard there's people tweeting as me on Reddit. I'm not on Reddit. I have a Reddit account at missteencrypto, but I never like Reddited or anything from there. So guys, please, if you see a fake missteencrypto, I will never DM you first. I will never ask about your trading. I will never ask you to sign up for anything. If you see me post about something, if you see me talk about it here, then that's fine. But if there's someone DMing you as me saying, oh, this is Miss Teen's second account, like, you know, that's like BS. Like, you know, that's not real. So again, please make sure you report these accounts because some people actually do somehow get scammed from these people, and it's very unfortunate. Guys, is everything okay with the stream on YouTube? I see we have some people watching. If you guys could, we have 76 votes on this poll, but only 58 likes. My friends, please make sure you smash these likes. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. Oh my gosh. Scammers galore. Absolutely, Kenny. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Chump Change is here. Hi, Chump Change. Much love to you, my friend. Deucey, what's up? Your YouTube channel is always buffering. It's really annoying, right? B-Team, what's up? Nice to see you. All right, all right. I see we got mad people here. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you all. Oh, I think someone named Jojo is here as well. Oh, I see them. Hi, Jojo. Mr. Strap.
Randy, we want Red Panda Mining to CEO host. He is here in the audience.
Network Bex, thank you for your $5 super chat. Does Red Panda, isn't he anonymous? Red Panda, don't you like, I don't know. Do you not put your face on videos? Red Panda's not overrated. Leave him alone. Red Panda's doing his best. He's educating. Oh my God, you guys are trolling him. Academy, what's up? Volatility for the real gains. I agree. High risk, high reward. All right. Aruga, hello. Hey, crypto. Is the market cipher indicator available for us to use? I don't think I see the right one. So, my friend, please take a look in the, here's the link for market cipher. The link is in the live chat. Please use my link right there and use code missteencrypto or code Zesty. You could get 20% off. So once you get the membership for market cipher, you're able to pull it up here and go to your indicators and go to your invite only scripts, and you'll be able to see all your indicators there, and you'll be able to put it all of that over on TradingView. So there you go. Rave Song Records, good morning from Chicago. Well, GM from NYC, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, fam. All right. Red Panda's fake. No, he's not. Don't bully Red Panda. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. We're going to continue onto the news, my friends. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. All right, you got it? All right, good. And cut corners. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. As per the title, we have a Bitcoin storm brewing, guys. I think we are set for, a lot of moves to be made with Bitcoin. I don't see anything really holding us back here. At the same time, Coinbase is suing the SEC. Coinbase is asked the U.S. court to force SEC response to 2022 rulemaking petition. Coinbase has asked the federal court to force U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, to respond to its petition filed last year asking for formal rulemaking within the digital assets sector. Because we know MiCA over in the EU, they are creating the regulatory framework there. Coinbase filed an Administrative Procedure Act challenge against the SEC on Monday. The exchange asked the Third Circuit Court of Appeals to order the SEC to provide regulatory clarity around how existing securities laws might apply to the digital asset sector. Oh, sheesh. The SEC warned Coinbase last month it expected to sue the exchange over allegations of listing and offering unregistered securities. Coinbase is going to respond to the specific allegations by the end of the month. Ooh, Bid Moon.
So much zest, tumbler glass, pointing finger.
You're so zesty. You're so zesty, Bid Moon. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. On Monday's filing, it's a preemptive move by Coinbase to argue the SEC's approach doesn't provide sufficient regulatory guidance for U.S. companies operating in the sector. The quote, that existing SEC registration and disclosure requirements are incompatible with digital assets, which differ fundamentally from stocks, bonds, and investment contracts for which the securities laws were designed and that the SEC traditionally regulated. The SEC, at a minimum, must set forth how to enact and apposite these requirements and how they're able to be adapted to the digital asset world. But guys, the only reason why I'm saying like all of this is kind of FUD is because of IEX Exchange. I know I bring it up a lot, but it makes a lot of sense. Literally, guys, IEX, they originally, Gary Gensler and the SEC, they originally teamed up with FTX, but they had to, of course, drop FTX because of their debacle and they fell through. But now Coinbase, they reported a lot of volume, but they also got involved in this IEX exchange, and it's going to be a federally regulated exchange with the SEC. So the only reason why I'm saying I wouldn't worry about this Coinbase stuff is because maybe they're bringing this case forward to the SEC just to for the SEC to have an excuse to bring clarity to the space and not be I don't know. They're just so stubborn. But it doesn't make sense that the SEC is charging Coinbase and they're having all this court debacle when they're literally working together at the same time. Just wanted to throw that out there because I know this Coinbase suing the SEC was a huge thing, but nobody's talking about how they're actually working with the SEC behind those closed doors. So just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know. I really it boggles my mind how nobody's talking about this. And also, Bid Moon, thank you again for your $2 super chat. Clinks to you. Boop. I love when you throw the little the little cup. It reminds me of the cup of whiskey. If you guys have you guys ever watched The Vampire Diaries? And I know I'm a teenager, or I was a teenager. I'm 20 now. I don't know if I'm still. I don't know. Anyway, when I used to love Vampire Diaries, and then every time they were cool guys, they would pour have the big ice cube, pour the cup of whiskey go like this, and then take the sip. I just feel like that's what it reminds me of. It's just such cool energy. Oh, Bullish Bradley is here as well. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, Cryptocurrency, you gave me a flower. That was so pretty. I just saw that new gift or whatever this morning, and I was like, I would love to see what that looks like. So thank you so much, Cryptocurrency. I really do appreciate you, fam. Timmy313 is here, 333. Oh, yes, 333 energy everywhere for the Lifer fam. BRMC, welcome to the show. Oh my gosh, you guys are beefing you guys are so funny. You guys are beefing in the chat. Thank you guys again for coming. Make sure you smash these likes and share this stream out. I want to get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We have 69 likes, which is pretty zesty, I'm not going to lie. And we have 93 votes in the poll. That is madness. That is madness. You know what? It's going to be okay. I'm going to pipe down now. Speaking of Coinbase, S&P Global, Coinbase back $6 million fundraise for crypto firm Credora. Very interesting, my friends. Credora, a provider of institutional credit infrastructure that straddles centralized and decentralized finance, has raised $6 million in strategic funding round that included S&P Global and Coinbase Venture as investors. The capital will build out the tech and bolster Credora's private computation technology that's used to underwrite and monitor borrowers. Would you look at that, my friend? The New York-based company said borrowers don't have to share their sensitive information, which pushes lenders to rely on reputation and relationships when deciding to extend credit. The weaknesses of such opaque lending models was revealed by the collapse of several centralized lenders, including Genesis, Celsius, and Voyager, which took out billions of dollars of client capital. Credora solves the information asymmetry problem by using private computation techniques on real-time data, ensuring borrowers continuously validate their credit worthiness while maintaining the privacy of their sensitive information. This is what the CEO said in a statement, also saying that Credora's tech helps create more transparent and open lending markets built on robust underwriting standard. Guys, crypto is coming fast. So Coinbase has their hands in Credora. Coinbase has their hands in a federally regulated exchange. So why would they try to take out Coinbase for real? That is my question. So there you go, friends. Guys, I think crypto, we're going to bounce back so quick, guys. I'm so bullish on crypto because the NASDAQ is building. Okay. Adoption is still coming to crypto. The S&P and Coinbase are raising $6 million for a crypto firm called Credora. The NASDAQ setting up crypto selling, trading, custody services. Fidelity has been mining Bitcoin since 2014, and they opened Bitcoin and ETH trading to their retail investors. Other countries and other banks in other countries are offering Bitcoin trading. The London Stock Exchange offering Bitcoin and crypto trading. Same thing for Tel Aviv. So many countries trying to integrate crypto and get into crypto because they know if they don't get in now that they will try to join when they feel as though it's too late. Government stepping in, major companies, major institutions are still buying Bitcoin. They're still working on blockchain tech. If you are sleeping on Bitcoin, if you are sleeping on this space, then I feel sorry for you. Because you're just going to see this space explode while you were just sitting on the sidelines instead of getting involved. You guys talking about oatmeal raisin cookies in the chat. Ooh, I like oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm not a big fan of the raisin, but I love the oatmeal cookie. You like True Blood too, Kenny O? I have to see that show. I have to see it. Crypto Experiences by St. Jerome. You're on your lunch break. Hi, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, Chum Change. I appreciate you for coming, fam. All right. Let's continue to get into the news. Russia, guys. So Russia has been mining Bitcoin. Russia has been doing a lot with crypto. But now they're launching a payment system with no restrictions, and digital currencies can be completely unrestricted, as they already are. But I'll digress. Digital currency bound by no restriction in Russia's new payment system. Russian Finance Minister Anton Sulanov said on Monday that a new payment system will be launched where the use of digital currencies in international payments will be completely unrestricted. We are launching an alternative system of payments based on modern technology, digital financial assets, digital currencies, the finance minister was quoted saying. He elaborated, quote, digital currencies could be used in cross-border payments. This is just at the earliest phase of discussions, but the future lies with the use of the digital ruble, the digital yuan, and other similar currencies. The reason why they're saying that is because CBDCs have been popping up in Russia, everywhere. Of course, China, they've been popping up as well. And then you also have the fact that they are ditching the US dollar. So, of course, they're going to want to trade in their own currencies, and most of their currency trading is being done. I know there was, hold on, there was a stat earlier that I saw on this page. 70% of trade deals between China and Russia are now settled in the Chinese yuan or Russian rubles. So it would make sense that they want to use their CBDCs for cross-border payments in the, of course, the digital ruble and the digital yuan. And they did not, and similar currencies, but they did not say specifically the US dollar because, again, they're trying to ditch it. John, thank you for joining. I appreciate it over on TikTok. Quote, this is a system of payments that is bound by no restrictions. Two parties can come to an agreement, make settlement payments, and no other country could step in and freeze the payments. Due to the economic sanctions imposed by the U.S. and other Western nations following the start of the Russia-Ukraine war, Russia has intensified its efforts to reduce its reliance on the dollar. The U.S. and Western allies have seized more than $300 billion in Russian central bank foreign currency assets frozen by the sanctions. So again, they want something that's permissionless, and they're going to, again, they're in a de-dollarization push. Their finance minister revealed on Monday at an education marathon that the Russian ruble and the Chinese yuan are already replacing the US dollar in mutual settlements between Russia and China. As we just pointed out, over 70% of their trade deals are now settled in the yuan and the ruble. They said replacing the US dollar in mutual settlements, again, between Russia and China. When asked if the ruble and yuan could replace the US dollar, the top official said, quote, we are already looking at this. For better or worse, I think this is the current situation. This is our currency. It's replacing the dollar already. If we look at the structure between the trade of Russia and China, that is more than 70%. It is already in their national currencies. There you go. So money finance, traditional finance causes issues as well, because if you're going to pose sanctions on people like China and Russia, they're going to use their own digital currencies and their own currencies to transact and not rely on the dollar at all. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Now, while, again, our government is pushing away from innovation, pushing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency away, other countries will take advantage and they will start using, again, their currencies and their own CBDCs to avoid us. And that's ridiculous. Just watch out for these CBDCs because that's what they're going to trap everyone with. We're going to stay on the Russia train for a while. Well, for right now. Binance is back in Russia and it lifts its restrictions on Russian users. Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange by volume, lifted restrictions on Russia citizens and residents. FD White, thank you for subscribing. In March 2022, the EU placed sanctions on Russia in response to its attack in Ukraine, and Binance announced it would not support deposits from Visa and MasterCard issued in Russia. So if you were in Russia, you cannot deposit. But now the restrictions are gone, and users can deposit Russian rubles, euros, British pounds, and other currencies from bank cards used in Russia. Earlier in April, Russian users also reported that Binance lifted limits for accounts balances larger than 10,000 euros for users in Russia. The exchange has not officially released a statement on either of these changes. Really interesting. Really interesting. It seems like Binance is trying to capitalize on another market. Sorry about that, friend. I had to mute there. So you guys did not hear that because I was like, ugh. TikTok heard that though. Sorry. Again, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for coming. We're gonna. Oh, Anubis, welcome to the show. Ninja is here as well. Oh, John Jermaine, Chalky Shake. I want a Chalky Shake so bad. Like, it's actually unbelievable. Guys, we have 75 people watching, 81 likes, and 109 votes on the poll. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We were mentioning MiCA before, the EU and their new proposed rules on regulation. They're apparently head of the game, according to House Finance Chair. And this guy roasted. I want to get this video back here. This guy roasted Gary Gensler. We could pull up his clip in a minute. The European Union's agreement of a new crypto law puts the bloc in the lead on Web3 technology, U.S. Financial Services Committee Chair Patrick McHenry told CoinDesk on Tuesday. The European Parliament last week voted on the Markets and Crypto Assets Regulation, MiCA, which is set to offer a licensing regime for wallet providers, exchanges, and stablecoins as of 2024. Equivalent bills in the U.S. have failed to gain political traction, and Europe is showing with Web3 that they're ahead of the game, ahead of the United States. Despite the EU's stumbles on previous internet technology, McHenry said that this should send chills up the spines of Americans because economic growth comes out of that technology ingenuity. The Europeans have technology-forward law line here that shows how behind the United States is. We should be the leader of the world when it comes to the tech deployment, not second running to Europe. McHenry is passionate. But this is so awesome.
Check out this clip. How would you categorize Ether then?
Look, I think that the general sweep of what Congress did, not just in the 30s, but as amended.
I'm asking you, sitting in your chair now, to make an assessment under the laws as exist. Is Ether a commodity or a security?
Without speaking to any one.
I know you've repeatedly said you're not going to speak to one, except you've spoken to one, Bitcoin. So I'm asking you to speak to a second one, the second largest market cap here.
And speaking to the tokens, there's 10 to 12,000. If there's a group of entrepreneurs,
I'm asking about one.
The public is anticipating a profit based on the.
I'm asking a specific question, Chair Gensler. I said this in private. This should be no shock to you. I'm asking this question: is Ether a commodity or a security?
And again, it depends on the facts and the law. And
this is so funny, man. We're gonna skip to the end. I just thought it was really funny.
Okay, but you're not willing to do the same about Ether.
My predecessors and the agency itself has spoken to them.
Okay, but you're not willing to do the same about Ether. Okay, so let me just step back. There's a lack of clarity here in the marketplace. Can you at least agree to that?
I think that the clarity is there. The law is clear.
All right.
There's a group
so let me be explicit about this. The market doesn't see it. Your regulatory actions and the CFTC's regulatory actions say that there's a great deal of uncertainty here. It is the intention of this committee to fix that uncertainty and actually provide a sound legal basis for this. So let me get into your...
Burn. Again, this is the same guy that's saying we are behind. So I think we should listen to him because I think he's a wise guy. Gary Gensler, I cannot believe you, dude. You're in the chat right now talking so much smack. Why didn't you answer the question, bro? Why didn't you answer the question? We also have Joshua in the chat saying he looks like a Monopoly man. I mean, listen, I don't know. I feel like the Monopoly man definitely had like a lot more swag. I want to go to In-N-Out Burger. I know you guys are talking about In-N-Out in the chat. I would love to go to In-N-Out Burger so bad. That would actually be like amazing. Like I would be on top of the world if I could get a double-double with fries right now. On top of the world. Gary can't handle the truth. I feel you, Bradley. I feel you, dude. Terra co-founder Daniel Sheen indicted in South Korea. So we know Do Kwon. He's kind of in like a little bit of a pickle, but nothing much is going on with him where we're kind of waiting to hear about what's going to happen to little Do Kwon. But Daniel Sheen is his co-founder, and he was indicted in South Korea on violations of capital markets law, among other charges. He was indicted alongside 9 others as prosecutors froze 246 billion won, which is $184.7 million in assets from those indicted. Sheen's lawyer, Kim Ji-dong, said he has nothing to do with the collapse as he left the company 2 years before the fallout. He voluntarily returned to South Korea immediately after the collapse and has been faithfully cooperating with the probe for over 10 months, hoping to contribute to fact-finding. So it seems like, again, he's trying to get himself out of it and seem that he's fully compliant. Very interesting. Very interesting, little Daniel Sheen. I wonder if he's going to flip on little Do Kwon or they have a plan. Guys, there's stuff going on with Visa as well. Visa, stablecoin payments, they've been saying this for a while that they have ambitious roadmaps for the crypto, for their crypto projects. So Visa is exploring the benefits of crypto industry with the new initiative focused on stablecoin payments. Coy Sheffield head of crypto at Visa, took to Twitter on April 24th to announce a new cryptocurrency-related project developed by the firm. The crypto product is designed to drive mainstream adoption of public blockchain networks and stablecoin payments. According to the job posting published on April 20th, the company's crypto division is building the next generation of products to facilitate the digital commerce in everyday life. They're seeking to hire some software engineers, and they're particularly interested in experience using GitHub and other AI-assisted engineering tools. The position also requires a good understanding of public and permission distributed ledger networks, security protocols, and private key custody, as well as the new Ethereum enhancements such as ERC-4337. I do not support account abstraction. I don't. I've said it many times. I've said it. This is episode like 93 or 92 of the Daily, 93 of the Daily Zest. I'm going to say 93. I brought this up in Daily Zest number like 20 something. Again, they're looking for a senior software developer for Visa, but what they're doing is account abstraction. I don't like it. Don't like it. This was posted on December 19th. We've been talking about it literally since then. Account abstraction. And I've been warning people about it because I don't feel that it's good. They want to serve as a trusted bridge between crypto and whatever. So it says this girl, Catherine, is the protocols, payments, and infrastructure at Visa. But she's also the head of CBDCs, which they didn't tell you about. Sorry, I was reading all this stuff before. Which they didn't tell you about. I think it says it in this one. Yes, Catherine, that same girl here, that's just, payments and stuff at Visa. Innocent. She's the head of CBDCs and protocols at Visa. She said, we're focused on growing our core competencies in Web3 infrastructure and layers of and blockchain protocols driving crypto development. So again, what it's saying here, what account abstraction is auto payments on the blockchain. So basically what they're asking you to do is take your private key and combine it with Visa. So it outlines how a smart contract app for self-custodial wallet, meaning a wallet is controlled exclusively by the user and a private key, and it could allow the user to set up programmable payment instruction that can push funds automatically from one custodial account to another at recurring intervals without requiring the user's active participation in each time. But again, if you go into it, it's basically, again, you are giving your private keys or you're combining your account, your wallet with Visa. And you do not want to do that because basically what they're going to do for you is sign your transactions. And again, so this is a girl that's the head of CBDC and protocols at Visa. And basically account abstraction is your bridge for CBDCs. So again, it's programmable payments account abstraction. I think you guys, of course, have to do more research into it. But it says what they need to do is set up recurring payments on their Visa card to pay for their bills, right? But instead, you're doing that with a wallet. There are two types of account, externally owned accounts, more commonly referred to user accounts, and contract accounts, referred to as smart contracts. A user account controlled by a private key can send transaction. Smart contracts associated with that code can be executed. However, a smart contract cannot initiate transactions on its own, and they must originate from a user account and be signed by the user. Transactions can be a simple token transfer between accounts on the Ethereum blockchain or more complicated ones. But again, what you're going to have to do is connect your account to Visa so that way they can operate this smart contract or whatever and do your automatic payments. So they want to kind of take away the self-custody end and your digital identity by connecting your wallet to Visa. So that means everything you're doing on, like, in terms of DeFi and things like that, everything will be seen and it will be controlled. I don't trust it. Anthony, thank you for subscribing. Again, it's all about central bank digital currencies here. And they bring up account abstraction within this kind of article here, talking about account abstraction, CBDCs. And again, you just look into it. They partnered with Consensus. If you don't know who Consensus is, you should look into Consensus as well and do your research on what Consensus has created. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me that they're openly telling you that all of this account abstraction stuff, it's all for CBDCs. And just remember, friends, please remember to not sacrifice your freedoms for convenience. Even if you could do automatic payments through Visa with your wallet, don't do that yet until there's a better way. Unless you're okay with just giving like away your privacy and everything that you're doing in Web3 to Visa. Unless you want to do that, then I'm not telling you what to do. But at the same time, you have to be aware of what this all actually means. Again, I just wanted to let you know. I don't want to scare anyone, but account abstraction is really scary. And I don't know why so many people within a lot of people, or not so many, but a good group of people within this space are promoting it. I just don't see it as something that is going to help crypto progress, but rather than trying to tap people and make them go the other way, which is to CBDCs and centralization, which is, again, not why we're here. We don't want to give up our keys to anyone. We want to sign our transactions. We want permissionless money. And CBDCs are not that. CBDCs are not that. And account abstraction isn't going to help, in my opinion. But again, do your own research. Please look into account abstraction. Look into what it means and what this actually means for you and how it could impact your money. Do. Gary, no one ratios watchers and likes like MTC. Well, thank you, fam. We have 98 people watching, 110 likes. Yo, we smashed that. We are going off right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Wow. Okay. All right. We're going to, again, continue on the way. And, I just really feel that, again, we're here for a reason. We're here for freedom. We're here for everything in between. And DeFi is popping off, which is why I feel like we're feeling such 2020 vibes. Ethereum DEXs attract most traders since 2021 as meme coin popularities soar. Look at this meme coin frenzy. Meme coins have been enjoying a mini boom. You have Pepe, and then there was like Wojak and Gensler that was going off, and a spectacular price increase made people rush into meme coins, having a daily volume of $10 million to $100 million. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Last week, it was reported that an MEV trading bot operator who goes by Jared from Subway spent over $1.1 million on Ethereum network fees and earned about $700K in profits from front-running tokens and meme coins. It's absolutely crazy. But NFT trading has declined a little bit, but I wouldn't be worried about it because so much liquidity is going back into this space. DEXs are going to pop off. Decentralized finance is going to pop off because it's something that can't be controlled. So I don't care about all this stuff going on with, of course I care with what's going on with Visa and everything like that because I'm not happy with account abstraction. I don't think it's right. I think of course they're going to have you use the CBDC in a digital wallet, but why would they try to, it's almost like trickery. Oh yeah, here's your self-custodial wallet that you have the keys to, but you also have to give us permission to do your transactions for you and do these automated payments through smart contracts. But how do we know those smart contracts are good contracts? How do we know that those contracts won't have a kill switch? Like in Europe, how they're trying to make smart contracts have a kill switch. How do we know that Visa's not going to do that? I'm not a fan of account abstraction. I will not be until it's proven to be something that is fully going to be decentralized. Because as far as I can see, you need to, again, link your Ethereum wallet, so everything that you're doing in DeFi, to Visa. Not a fan. Not a fan. Geek of all trades. Rules for thee and not for me. I feel you, fam. I feel you. Matter Max. I don't have any thoughts on buying crypto derivatives, to be honest. I don't have many thoughts on that. I just feel like, do what you feel is right. If you want to buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. You want to buy some derivative your heart out. You know what I mean? Choose what you want to do. Do your own research. And if you feel like it's a right purchase, then go for it. T-Bone, Freedom, LFG, absolutely. Absolutely. No, G, don't trust, verify. I agree. Thomas Doyle, CBDC will help leverage value. I think CBDCs are just going to make people lose their minds. People are going to be think about it. If you look in Nigeria, they released the e-Naira. That was a total backfire for CBDCs, right? So what they did with the e-Naira in Nigeria is they said, okay, we're going to introduce this CBDC then people weren't using it. So they wanted to force people to use their central bank digital currency. So what they did is if you're an individual, you weren't able to take out more than $45 per day at the ATM. If you did, you'd be charged a fee. Point of sale, you could not spend more than $45. If more than that, you had to use the e-Naira. People did not, again, want to use this because it's complete control and inconvenient for a lot of Nigerians. So what they started to do was raid their banks, protest, cause violence. And now, of course, the use of the e-Naira is going up, but it's with reluctance and it's not as fast of it as they would like in terms of adoption. Central bank digital currencies will backfire on you. If you mess with money, if you mess with people's money, they will riot. In France, they raised the retirement age. So many financial things are happening in France that nobody's talking about and nobody's covering. And what happens because of that? BlackRock in France got raided. The France stock exchange Euronext got absolutely raided by protesters lighting up fires in there. Other countries where they're experiencing over 90+% in inflation per day, other people are going to those banks and causing riots within those banks because they can't get access to their money. This happens all the time when people don't have access to their money. Things get violent. Bitcoin is peaceful. All you need is an internet connection, and not even an internet connection, to take part and transact with anyone anywhere in the world instantly. That's what you have to realize. Bitcoin is permissionless. Bitcoin can save people from violence. No one needs to pick up a weapon to use Bitcoin or to create Bitcoin or to keep Bitcoin in power. Bitcoin is the entire world. We keep Bitcoin in power. The people keep Bitcoin in power, not one centralized entity and not the central banks. The central banks remind me of like Walmart, because in every state, Walmarts are different. In the north, you'll find Walmarts that are just basic Walmarts, but in the south, they might have other special things that you could buy in Walmart. That's how I feel with the central banks, is that they're just one thing, one brand, just in different places throughout the world, and they all do things that are a little tiny bit different. But at the end of the day, they all have the same goal, and they mostly have the same products. Central banks are like Walmart. And they're trying to be a monopoly, like they have been, basically, for all the history of money, of fiat, that they're in control. They own the money. They have the power. They could make all the decisions for us. But when Bitcoin is here, when people are realizing that they could make decisions and that they could have money, they could have power to do things and make change, that's when things are really going to pop off for Bitcoin. Bitcoin can save the world. Bitcoin can save economies. Bitcoin can save us from literal wars. I really do believe that. Even the Pentagon, literally the Pentagon, guys, said that Bitcoin can prevent war. Digital Fortress Mining, thank you for coming. Chemo and Crypto, they don't own the Bitcoin. You know what's funny, though, is that these central bankers, these governments, they could buy a sheesh ton of Bitcoin right now. They could buy a lot of the supply of Bitcoin, but they won't. Why won't they? Because you're able to see it. Someone will find out who and where it was purchased. Bitcoin is transparent. So even if they wanted to buy millions of Bitcoin, they won't, because everyone will see it. Everyone will see where it's going. Bitcoin is very much alive. Block Gambit is here. Hi, Block Gambit. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. All right. Higgins, Bitcoin, you're here for missteencrypto, LOL. Higgins, thank you for coming. Welcome to the show. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Ardman, protect your privacy. Got you, fam. My Crypto Space UK, hi, thank you for coming. I appreciate it, guys. Gary Gensler is like literally losing it in the chat right now. Are you okay, Gary? He's putting Bitcoin emoji. So does that mean you're giving us some regulatory clarity here? Gary loves Pepe, according to Kenny, I'll imagine. Pepe, did Pepe get wrecked yet? I'm like waiting for, like, I don't know. I feel like the Pepe hype, is it going down? All right, let's look at Pepe. What's the best spot to look at Pepe, guys? Is it I thought Pepe was on MEXC or something. Yeah, I think this one might be better. No? This can't be right. This can't be right. Let's look at Pepe. Because I know it was going down yesterday, Pepe, so I don't know if the Pepe hype is over. Oof, we're down 15% still with Pepe. Oh, Pepe's getting wrecked. Oh no, Pepe. I hope Pepe bounced back for all your sake, because I know you guys are degens out here. Anonymous ETC, thank you for coming. Thank you for your hype, John Foster. What's up? Frankie Scandals, FTC go on a date with Gary. No, I'll pass. Sorry, I think I'm busy. I think I have plans on that day. Bybit sells Pepe. Mr. Strap, you use Gecko. Yeah, I just popped on CoinMarketCap, but because we're still getting wrecked a little bit. We're down 14% with Pepe. So I don't know. Hopefully Pepe bounces back for the sake of all the people that like completely degened into Pepe. Oh, Select is here as well. Hi, thank you for your 100 emojis. And gotta wash your hair that day, John. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Pepe has spot and futures on MEXC. Wow. Yo, Pepe is popping off, guys. Pepe is doing great. And guys, also something that's great that I wanted to maybe shout out for a moment that would be absolutely litty. I wanted to show you guys this video. It was the trailer of this podcast, but I just want to like shout it out really quick because I really do think it's a cool thing that's going on here. I posted a video earlier. Oh, come on, man, with these ads. Jeez, YouTube. But I posted a video earlier about Ballet. I just want to give them a shout out really quick. Ballet Wallet. So if you guys want to again like check out this video, I'll put the link in the live chat. But basically, what this does is sends a Bitcoin wallet to your doorstep, and it's like already loaded up. And I think that's like really cool for like giving Bitcoin, gifting Bitcoin, just cutting out like centralized exchanges. And again, it comes loaded up with Bitcoin. It's like denominated 0.005 Bitcoin, 0.01, 0.025, and 0.1 Bitcoin. So just check it out. You know, I could drop the link to that in the live chat as well. But just wanted to shout that out because I just thought it was something really cool. And I just posted that this morning. So you guys, if you could just drop a like on that video. And also here's the link to the website as well. Because I know already some people said they were grabbing one. Just crazy stuff going on there. But I wanted to let you know. Guys, if you guys have any questions, you could drop it in the chat as well. I'm free to take some questions right now. Oh my God. Gary Gensler is going off right now. You could look into like the private keys and everything part of Ballet. If I actually did a podcast with Bobby Lee, the CEO of Ballet, so you could look at that as well. But basically, the private keys are. Hold on. So you get the item. I still have it wrapped up like such a nerd because I literally love like the way this is like, you know, presented and stuff. So you open it. So this is what it looks like in here. This is like 0.005. This is one I displayed in the video. And basically what you do is you get your QR code from it. Here we go. You get your QR code. And what you could do is you scan it. It already comes preloaded. So what you do is scan it, and then it already is loaded up on your Ballet app. And that's basically it. In the video, I show it to you. And it's so, I think it's just like a really nice product. It just like looks really pretty and things like that. And also within the case, you open it up. It has more instructions inside. So it's just like really handy dandy. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. But I'm a nerd, so I keep everything exactly how I found it. But I really do like it. I really do think this is cool, and it comes with like a nice little plastic case. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. But yeah, so this is a really cool item that I really thought that you guys should know about. And I just think it's really simple. It's easy to use, and like you open it, it has all these instructions on it. But what you do is you have the QR code. Does it show you? Yes. Oh, this is perfect. So basically you have this public key QR code, and then you peel it, and after you peel it, you get another QR code, and that's your private key. So and then you scratch off this bottom part, and that's your private key as well. So whenever you want to transfer crypto out of the wallet, you scan you peel the sticker of your initial public key, you get your private key, you scan that, and then you enter these digits or numbers on the bottom, and you're able to send. It's super, super nice. Super, super nice. Oh, wow. There's so many. I see some candles in the chat. Do we have the candle mafia here? Thank you guys for coming. Oh, Dave Digital. Are you excited as me that Frankie's back? Frankie Candles is returning. He came back from the cruise. I know. Dave Digital, welcome. Does MTC mind? No, I don't mind. Where did I get that from? Ballet. Guys, I did this video today. You guys should really check it out. Now I feel like you guys would really like it. Super relevant. Please check out this video. In the live chat, I put the link. I'll also put the link to the website here. Because if you have someone that's into crypto, or that you want to give them some crypto, something like this is just so cool. But you could check your authenticity. I just love how it's such a small little package, but there's so much in that. Jay, this is a Ballet wallet, so it's a loaded pure Bitcoin wallet. They actually just announced this today, that this is or yesterday, that this is their new service. So I'm very happy to actually be a part of that, because it's super cool. But again, this is a Ballet wallet, so you could go to bitcoin.ballet.com and make sure you guys could grab one of these. It's pretty dope. For those asking on TikTok, asking what it is, it's a Ballet wallet that's loaded up with Bitcoin already when you receive it. And I like how they're denominated. So you have 0.005 Bitcoin on here. You can only put 0.005 Bitcoin on there. The JD Club. If you did the wallet abstraction thing with a different wallet and you loaded some crypto each month to cover your outgoing bills, not your regularly used wallet, wouldn't that work? Well, it depends on how crazy this gets with the control, right? Because they could say all right. There's also a thing where if you transfer funds from let's say you have your Visa wallet, and then you have another wallet that you do your DeFi stuff on. If you if you connect those wallets, you send your DeFi wallet, some funds from your DeFi wallet to your main wallet, they're going to see the connection. Then they're going to be what are you doing with that wallet? That's scary. You don't want any connection. If you could figure out how to do that, JD Club, then go for it. Because that's exactly what I asked. Because there was this one guy that was talking about it, and he was trying to make it seem like this is the best thing for Web3. And I said to the guy, I was like, so doesn't this mean that you connect your wallet and you give up your digital identity and you're giving it to Visa? And he was like, yes. And I was like, so that means that everything you're doing in Web3 is no longer really anonymous. Yes. Okay. So what are we doing here then? And I said, so does that mean you have to have a burner wallet to do your freedom in Web3 things, and another wallet for Visa? And basically that's what the guy said is yes. But I still think it's no good. Crypto Wolf News, thank you for subscribing. Listen, man, if you guys want to look into account abstraction, I might be wrong. But again, it's just my personal opinion that I feel it's not really pro crypto account abstraction. I know maybe Vitalik and other people are talking about it. I just don't agree with it. Thank you, JD Club. But listen, again, do your own research. Don't take my word for anything. I've just been talking about this since it literally came out in December. And I really was one of the only people that found something wrong with this. And I don't know why people aren't talking about it, especially because there were ETH conferences. They were talking about account abstraction. And I was like, why? We're all about decentralization. We're all about being in control of our funds. Why are we giving up our decentralized digital identity to a third party and having them process all of our transactions? It doesn't make sense. If I'm going to pay a bill, I will sign the transaction. I will do what I need to do. Again, we're going to go back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals of this space is me owning my money. Bitcoin being in my wallet, my Ethereum, whatever it may be, in my wallet, that I can move whenever I want, wherever I want, to whoever I want instantly. I'm not trying to give up my private keys or connect my wallet to a payment processor so I could do automatic payments and they could take control of my wallet and sign whatever transactions they want. No. How do you know that their smart contracts are even good and will take care of you when in other countries they're promoting kill switches on the smart contracts, effectively saying if they don't like what's going on, they shut it off? All account abstraction is, a lot of these things are to point you towards CBDCs. Do not sacrifice your freedom for convenience. If I'm going to sign a transaction, if I'm going to send money somewhere, I will sign my transaction until there's a decentralized way to do so. I'm not going to give up my keys. I'm not going to give up our privacy. We fought so hard to be here. Satoshi didn't create Bitcoin so that way you could just give it all up and give power back to the same people who had it before and who have it now. No, we are going to take control. We're going to make our own generational wealth shift. And we're not going to let the wealth just shift over to us. We're going to take our wealth. We're going to take control of our wealth with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency that's stored in your wallet, not connected to anybody else, not connected to any other payment processor. We are connected to ourselves. We are in charge of ourselves. John Legend, where did they get the jurisdiction to shut the contract off? I could find smart. Let me find the article. Hold on. It says their EU smart contract won't kill crypto. But again, that's what they're trying to say. But basically, they want to require all smart contracts to include a kill switch, the European Parliament. So this is something that's really insane. And they want to, in a smart contract setting, a kill switch can either destroy or the contract or deploy a halt, patch, and re-release of the contract in case of a major bug or breach. No. They just want to control everything that you're doing. Abarca, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. Guys, we have 130 people watching, 158 likes. Can we get 200 likes and 200 live viewers in here? I really feel like we can do it. Integracion said, totally agree with you. You're from Cozumel, new follower. I've been to Cozumel. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. You live in a very nice place. A new MTC segment should be a part of the show. Let's call it a Zesty Rant. I feel like I rant all the time. And I will try to rant in like a mean way where you guys feel like I'm yelling at you, because I'm not yelling at you. I'm just very like passionate about what's happening right now. And I don't want to put you guys at risk of thinking something's okay, of, oh yeah, let me just like give all my private keys and connect my whole digital identity to a centralized entity instead of being decentralized and being my own bank. You know, it just doesn't make sense. 838, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. Crypto Billy, you're on a plane to Consensus right now. Oh, Crypto Billy, thank you so much for joining while you're on the road. I hope you're flying safely. I hope they didn't make you overpay for some peanuts and Wi-Fi on the plane. Get some good food and do what you need to do, my friend. Stay safe in Consensus. Consensus is in Texas, right, guys? If it is, please go get yourself a pair of cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and a steak. I want that. That's like my ideal thing. Like, I would love to go down to Texas, get some cowboy boots, get a cowboy hat, get a steak. When I'm 21, maybe a beer. I don't know. What does a Texas person drink? Is it like a whiskey or I don't know. I'm not that very versed in the alcohol scene. As you guys can see, I'm very clueless. But Sin is in the chat as well. Thank you for the claps. King Peasant said to preach. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Select is saying MTC for president. I'm scared of being president. I'm scared of being president. Don't make me president. A president of the Zesty fam. That I will take. I'm a Rez. Thank you so much. The war player in the chat. I appreciate you guys a lot. All right. E-Piece. Pro Crypto. Great stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. JD Club, it's the first you heard of account abstraction today. Yeah, I'm happy I'm able to educate you guys because nobody's talking about it. It's so annoying. Why is no one talking about this? And you know why? Because account abstraction and Visa, like, it's partnered with Consensus. And please look into Consensus, man, and like what they're doing. Like, it's not the same Consensus as CoinDesk Consensus. It's a different like Consensus. I would just look into that. I mean, man, But again, Bitcoin, hopefully we could bounce back with Bitcoin, guys. Hopefully tomorrow I have better news for you guys in terms of Bitcoin and like this stuff popping off, because I really do feel like we're on the verge of something right now. I really do. You always get the boot and need a hat. Gary, yeah, dude, you do need a hat. That for sure. I think you would look a little swaggy. Haven Peck is in the chat as well. Outcast, you got to watch it again. I don't know why everything in my life happens during this stream. Oh, sorry, fam. 838, you sent me 5 roses. Thank you so much. You said you have the same passion for crypto. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. What's my thoughts on Gala? I think we could take a look at Gala in terms of the charts really quick if you would like to. Gala's down 4.3% today with 3-cent Gala. Really? 3-cent Gala. I'm okay. I didn't realize. I mean, we're in the red in terms of money flow. I think what Gala is doing is pretty cool, because I do think Web3 gaming is a huge part of adoption. So I will give them that. I think that they should continue focusing on their games, the music part of the things that they're doing. I know they had Go Gala Films, but gaming is going to be a huge thing. It's going to be a huge catalyst for mainstream adoption. So shout out to Gala for that. I want to, hopefully Gala wants to talk to me one day and we do some cool stuff, because I think blockchain gaming is great. And why does nobody talk, like all these games, they're not targeting Gen Z. Why are you not targeting people under 30? Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, I understand that, like, maybe a lot of Gen Z or younger people aren't in the crypto Web3 space, but we need some younger gamers in the space, man. We need some younger gamers. Oh my gosh, Crypto Billy, you became a member for 3 more months. You said Gala update on May 15th, time to buy. Well, Gala update. What kind of Gala update is going on? I have to keep up with Gala, dude. And thank you so much for becoming a friend for 3 more months. Guys, I don't see those member emojis. If you see someone that becomes a member or remembers their member, drop some membership emojis for them. Their Gala snapshot is coming in May. I need to look into this, man. Mr. S, the main reason you're bullish on Bitcoin, this is the 4th bull run. However, this is one also includes mass adoption across 90 plus countries. It'll be the biggest bull run yet. I could agree with you, man. I could agree with you. I think this is really going to be something insane the next bull run. People really don't realize it. LCX, I don't know about that one, 838, unfortunately. Thank you though for the tip and asking the question. I appreciate it. Oh, it's a 1-for-1 airdrop. So it's an airdrop. Old Gala token will be worthless out. Wait, what? So they're making a new token? Is that what's happening? I gotta look into this. I'm sorry, guys. Gary goes, he was MTG, Miss Teen Gary back in 1892. You guys are funny, man. So yeah, they're making a brand new token. So you have to unstake your Gala, and it'll enable burns. Okay. Is this going to be on like ETH, or is it going to be on Polygon? Is that why they're doing this? I guess I got to do more education. Daniel, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Gala V2. Yes. Okay. Got it. I see what you're saying. All right. Listen, I think Gala, if they could continue with their adoption, they pull in more players, they get some cool people playing the games and things like that. I think that's great. But I think, I think blockchain gaming is really awesome. And this reminds me, I'm also going to be hosting a space on Thursday that's going to be really fun. I'm talking about blockchain gaming with another game called Undeads. So I want you guys to check that out as well. Here's the link to that. You guys could set your reminders. It's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting a space. I'm so excited to host a space. And I'm excited to talk about blockchain gaming. When I was creating this space, the plans were being made. I was so excited. I was like, thank gosh. Finally talk about some more gaming and mainstream adoption, because I do think that's going to be, again, a huge catalyst for mainstream adoption is going to be gaming. So again, watch out for that. Watch out for, again, Ballet's new product that's so freaking baller. So baller. Check it out, man. I think it's super cool. They have their own layer 1 Gala. Oh, so they're making... got it. All right, the Dominican crypto in the chat as well. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Guys, let's try to get 200 likes here. That would be absolutely awesome. Got it. Thank you guys so much for giving me this information. Crypto Tone, someone send Phantom, please, and thanks. You're so funny. It's so funny looking for stuff in the chat. All right. Need Gala in your wallet, not in a contract for the drop. Oh, wow. Okay, so I got to look into this Gala stuff. I mean, I don't really hodl it right now. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you guys so much. Please, guys, smash these likes. Let's get to 200 likes. That would be amazing. 838, thank you for the rose. Thank you for your love. I appreciate it so much. Thank you to everyone in the chat for your love. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys make my heart so warm. Oh, hold on. I can't leave yet. Mitch Ray in the chat. Hi, regional banks currently at their lowest price since November 2020, actually crashing right now. Ooh, Mitch, that's so spicy because I was just, ooh, Mitch Ray. Hold on. Because I was just looking at FRC before. I was looking at First Republic and they were like getting absolutely wrecked. Oh. Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. Wreckage. You guys remember I had my little guy in a tube. It was like a lazy river, nothing going on. And then bam, absolutely wrecked. Wow, we were looking at I think it was $11 a share we were just looking at for First Republic, guys. At the beginning of the show, I was talking to you guys about how banks are getting wrecked. Oh, sheesh. We're down 44% for First Republic Bank. Look at this money flow. It's just... oh, an atrocity. Oh, absolutely getting wrecked. You said to look at the ETF. Yes, because I was looking at First Republic Bank because I was looking at that earlier. Hold on. That is so wild. Whoa. Oh, this is market Cipher. I got so confused. Wow, this is wrecked. Down 4%. Are they going to halt this? Is this... oh, wow. Balling on a budget, you're going to have to start buying ballet wallets as gifts for your kids. Dude, that would be so... see, like, that's kind of the purpose of these things. Sorry to go besides the banking stuff. But that's the purpose of this stuff. Like, you just load it up, you put it away, and that's it. Long term. Anyway, what is going on with these banks? Absolute wreckage. Guys, this is the most action the banks has ever gotten in their lives. Like, look at this volume. It was so dead. And then this pickup is insane. Wow. We're all going to get wrecked, guys. The banks, that's what I'm saying. The banks are going down. Our own president said the banking crisis isn't over. I told you guys about a study that came out that said almost 200 banks had the same fate as Silicon Valley. The banks have issues, and they're not going to stop. You know what I found so funny today, guys? I was watching TV, and they had someone come on, and they were like, so how do you feel about the banking crisis? Do you feel that, the banking crisis, we're out of the worst of it? And the guy was like, I never felt like there was a banking crisis to begin with. I really felt like we had a little bit of trouble, but now we're fine. Everything's good, and everything's good. There is no banking crisis. I was laughing. I was sitting there hysterically because as the mainstream will tell you, oh, there's no banking issues. Everything's fine. You see the entire banking sector is crashing. The banking ETF is down 4%. First Republic Bank is down over 40% today. And there's no problems with the banks? What about USB? US Bank Corp. Thank you for the subscribes. Look at US Bank Corp. Down 4%. Absolute tumbles. $31 a share. This is the daily chart. Look at the 4-hour. Just look at this slide. It's an actual slide. This is ridiculous. And you know what? It's really not a free market because they could stop the trading at any time they want. Whereas with Bitcoin, if it's going to crash, it's going to crash. But again, guys, despite the turmoil in the markets, despite the actual bank sector collapsing in front of our eyes, Bitcoin is still down 0.6%, barely even moving. It's back within this range that it could pop out of. It's possible. Have a bullish and a bearish case scenario either way. But what I'm saying is the banking sector is crumbling and Bitcoin is prospering. Bitcoin, you could trade anytime you want. The stocks, can be halted anytime. You do not have control over your stocks. You do not have control over your bonds. You have control over absolutely none of your assets, even your home. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan Chase CEO, was saying that they wanted to seize private property for climate. So your property is not guaranteed to you. Nothing is guaranteed to you. The bank stocks, your investments, nothing is guaranteed to you. The only thing that's guaranteed to you is Bitcoin and the Bitcoin in your wallet. Mitch said, control over your bugs. You love the bugs, Mitch. I won't do it. I won't eat the bugs. And that's why I'm telling our friends here in the chat, because we don't want to eat bugs. We want the Bitcoin. We want the corn. We want corn. We don't want bugs. We don't want those crunchy little things. They're not good. I won't have the bugs. I won't do it. I absolutely won't do it. Man, Giuseppe, Bitcoin is not immune to the markets. Bitcoin is different than the markets. Okay, literally, dude, this candle right here, this was Signature Bank going down, these candles. Signature Bank was going down, saying, oh, crypto's dead. Crypto banks are going under. No. We still went up. As the banks were going down. So no, you don't have to rely on the traditional markets for Bitcoin to prosper. Bitcoin was created during the financial crisis in 2008. It's been in a bull market since its inception. It's not tied to the traditional markets. Yes, if there's a huge war across the entire world, maybe Bitcoin can take a dip. But does Bitcoin have anyone controlling it? No, there's not one person controlling it. The stock market's another story. They could shut it down right now and say there's no trading anywhere. Trading halted. Gold. That could be taken away from you 90 years ago. What was the government doing? Seizing your gold. Gold has an almost infinite supply. There are mountains of gold that governments won't let them mine because it could crash the gold market because there will be so much inflation on the supply. Bitcoin, you don't have to deal with that. Bitcoin, you actually own. Bitcoin is in your wallet. You get to spend it whenever you want. It's not like a stock where you buy the asset. You could just look at it. You can move it. You could sell it. You can trade it. You could do whatever you want with Bitcoin permissionlessly. Bitcoin is not like the rest of the market. Bitcoin is a risk asset. It's the last thing institutional investors touch. You know what? That's fine because all these institutions are coming into Bitcoin anyway. If you're seeing all the banks, Swedish banks, London Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, all looking to do Bitcoin and crypto trading in custody. Why would they do that if Bitcoin was worthless and if it was such a risk? Bitcoin is the best performing asset, period. Gold can't compete. Real estate can't compete. Stocks can't compete. No other asset has performed as well as Bitcoin has performed. Period. Period. You can't carry gold. Our friend is saying in the chat, you can't carry gold. You could carry Bitcoin. Gosh forbid. You have to escape your country. You have to escape your town. You can't just grab your bars of gold and be like, let's get lugging, bros. No, it's too heavy. People will steal that from you. You're risking your safety. But with Bitcoin, you remember your private keys in your brain. You have those copies of your private keys. You have your cold storage wallet. You could do whatever you want. You don't even need the wallet, the physical wallet. You have those private keys, and those keys are under the BIP 39 standard. You go download any wallet you want, and you go enter these words, and you'll get your funds back. Nah, man. I can't agree with you. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I see your point, but no, I don't agree. I don't agree. Bitcoin is different. Bitcoin's too zesty. Bitcoin is not like any other asset, period. Black sheep. Yep. Exactly. It's a matter of time. Paul K, what did you miss? You missed a lot, man. You missed a lot. Mitch said his inverse Kramer ETF is doing good today. Yeah, Kramer got wrecked. Kramer said it's going to be a bad year for crypto. You guys remember we put that tweet on my show? January 2nd or something. He said this is going to be another weak year for crypto. We're up over 70%. He called Litecoin holders idiots when Litecoin was at 60 something bucks in December or November. It was something like that. I think it was November, around November. $60 Litecoin. He's like, Litecoin holders are idiots. Litecoin's like $90 right now. Hit $100. So what is this dude talking about, Jim Cramer? Listen, man, don't listen to anybody. Do your own research. If I listened to people, I wouldn't be here right now. If I listened to those people who told me Bitcoin was a scam, I wouldn't be here right now. But it's because I did my own research, I stuck in my convictions, and I joined crypto Twitter to see that there are other people that think like me as well. But sticking in your convictions is probably one of the most difficult things to do. Saying, I'm going to be the outlier of the masses and have a different idea and actually stick to it while everyone's telling you it's wrong. It's difficult. It's not hard. It's not easy to do. Anyone that says it, that it's easy, it's not. It's emotional. But at the end of the day, in the future where you see that you stuck in your convictions and it worked out for you, and you see that everybody else now aligns with your vision, you'll be so happy. Stick in your convictions. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. If you like Bitcoin, you buy it. If you don't like Bitcoin, sell the thing. But at least it's you making your own decision. Sorry, fam. I know I'm spicy, but it's just the way it is. I don't know. I'm very passionate about this space. I love this space so much. And I'm not going to let nobody take it from me. I'm not going to let anyone take it from me. I know you guys aren't going to let down and give away your freedoms for convenience. I know that for a fact. Derek Martin, those guys did just take off with gold at the Canadian airport. Is that true? Can I see that? I need to see that. But again, like how far are they going to get with the gold? Okay, you get your gold. You escape. You're on the plane. You're out. You land the plane. How do you transport that gold? You got to put it in bags. You got to load it on a truck. It's all really heavy. You got to transport it. Then when you try to sell it, how are you going to sell it to somebody? Where did the gold come from? Then they got to test it. They got to melt down the bars to see if they're real. What are you going to do with your gold? At least with Bitcoin, you know what's real. You try to send someone a fake Bitcoin, it just won't go through. There's always a way to validate your Bitcoin. It takes a lot of money and time to validate your gold. Where did Zesty come from? It's just something I started saying, and you guys just kind of like gravitated towards the zest, and it kind of just became like my thing, my persona almost is Zesty. But yeah, it was just something I started saying because I felt like it was right. I felt like Zesty is like a way of life, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like the way I went about it. Oh,
For your wise words.
Lord of Cages, you're so awesome, dude. You're so awesome. Thank you. I appreciate your $10 super chat. Zesty gang for sure. No, Zesty gang, Zesty gang, Zesty gang. Giuseppe, last chance to buy the Bitcoin top. Oh gosh, so you're like a full bear, dude. Guys, 3 more likes until 200. Let's get after it. We have 267 votes. That is so ridiculous. Whoa. 267 votes. Why don't we have 267 likes? Oh my sheesh. You know, I'm not going to be greedy because I'm so happy at where we're at right now. But are you guys bullish on Bitcoin? 69% of you guys said yes, to the moon. 9% of you guys said you're bearish and you love the bangs. And 22% of you guys said, I'll take a chalky chip cookie. I love chalky chip cookies. 200 likes. Yay! Yay! No, G, MTC channel is lit. Of course it's lit. This is the most lit channel. I'm telling you, I go in chats all the time. I'm in chats everywhere. And people have great communities, don't get me wrong, but this is the most poppin' chat ever. Paul Baker, what do teenagers think of Bitcoin? How representative are you, even though you're 20? Teenagers really like Bitcoin. They love Bitcoin. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, Paul. And I hope if you guys are running a company, if you guys are having a conference, if you guys are doing anything, open your ears. I'm begging you to open your ears. Gen Z loves crypto. It's just the accessibility isn't there. Under 18, it's very hard to get on an exchange. You can't get on an exchange. The only option you have is a Bitcoin ATM and your parent. Now, that's a big thing, but Gen Z loves it. I went to my high school twice. The interest is there. They weren't even looking at their iPads and their phones. You know how hard that is? There's so many people, so many kids that are interested in Bitcoin and crypto. It's just nobody targets them. Like I was talking about gaming before. A lot of these games, they don't even target the younger players. Why would you do that? How does Fortnite make their millions and their billions and all these games make their millions and billions? Because of people between the age of 13 and 30. A lot of kids using their mom's credit card to buy V-Bucks and Fortnite skins. Why would you not want to take advantage of that same group and bring them to Web3? Where if you bring to Gen Z, if you target a wallet towards them, if you target a game towards them, a conference, then when Gen Z fully comes into crypto, because they're really not here yet, when Gen Z fully comes into crypto, you will be at the top. So I think Gen Z very much wants to get into crypto, but it's hard. So again, you have under 18, it's hard to get on an exchange, but then you want to go to a conference and learn about crypto, but the tickets are $1,000. So how does even the average person come to a crypto conference? Make everything more accessible. Lower your prices. If you lower your prices and more people buy, then you'll make up the amount that you wanted from your original high price of whatever you're charging, whether that's an NFT for a game or a ticket to a conference. That's it. Like, even the average person, like I said, cannot afford a $1,000 ticket to go to a conference. And they're sure as heck not going to get financial aid to go to your conference. Like, that's crazy. So again, I think what Gen Z loves crypto, it's just that a lot of people aren't targeting them and not making them feel like they're welcome. So that's just my opinion on the whole matter. Paul Baker, I'm bang on. Why are these conferences so expensive? Because it's expensive to run a conference. I understand. It's expensive to run a conference. But I guess they want to meet a certain threshold or whatever to cover their conference. But at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like if you lower the price, more people will come. But that's just my opinion on the matter. KG, some of the game devs are educating Web3 gaming in middle schools. Just the beginning. I agree. Thank you so much, No. I appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much for the love in the chat. Mike James, rich people don't like to invest in anything that doesn't have a clear market cycle. Bitcoin price is going down by the bottom. Yeah, I think a lot of people are scared, but that's probably one of your best opportunities. Randy A, you're a boomer for Bitcoin. Go off, man. Let's go, Randy A. Randy A is awesome. Michael is here. Nice to see you. Vacation and cruise trips. Oh, I want to go on a cruise so bad. Derek, what's up? Getting Ricky Bobby motivation vibes here. Thank you. Darkshine, you're 50, but you love Bitcoin, as you should. Bitcoin's for everybody. It's not for the young. It's not for the middle-aged. It's not for the elderly. It's for everybody. Everyone can participate in Bitcoin, and that's why it's so beautiful. Studio Owl, good afternoon to you too. Wow, you guys are popping off. Aru, am I still live? Yes, I'm live. Nice to see you. Live streaming here. Oh, no. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, we have 212 likes, over 100 people watching. We're smashing our goal. This is insane. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for listening to me rant for over an hour now. But I really do think that a lot of the stuff that we covered is super important. And I hope that you guys learned things today. I hope you guys could take away from this live stream and be like, that was a zesty time. It was a good time. And you're fired up about the future, because that's what I want to do here, is fire us up. Because we have such a bright future. They say crypto is the future. Crypto is the present. Bitcoin is the present. Right now, you have people using Bitcoin as legal tender in other countries. People using Bitcoin for transfers every day. People using DeFi to take part in a financial ecosystem that they would regularly be excluded from if they're not an accredited investor and have a massive amount of money in their bank account. Let's get zesty, guys. Let's get fired up about the future of crypto, because it's the present. We're building right now. This is a historical, pivotal time in history that I'm so glad to be a part of, because we are going to watch not a generational wealth shift that we have to wait for, but a generational wealth taking. We are taking our wealth. We are taking control of our money with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for being here for the Zesty fam. Thank you for liking the stream, viewing the stream, commenting, sending a super chat. Whatever you did today to be here, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you all have a great day. A splendid, splendid Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. You guys know the vibe. Don't miss it. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Comment after this is over how you feel about Bitcoin. If you're bullish, we're going to the moon. If you're bearish, or if you just want a chalky chip cookie, let me know. Paul Baker. Oh, that's such a cute sticker. It says my hero on it with a cute little face. That is so beautiful. Paul Baker. Thank you. Retro Mike, I literally can't. I can't with you. Xander, thank you for coming. Let's get after it, guys. Don't be scared. We are absolutely going to make it. The market will turn around. It's not nap time anymore. Wake up. Let's get after it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Smash these likes, subscribe, share it out. You know what to do. Have a great Taco Tuesday. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.